Good morning, especially to the little ones on their way to school. Go, 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 and get there on time and make sure you have a healthy breakfast. And to all our early childhood educators watching, good morning. We appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you. And now, my people, at their youngest, a child's education is the most critical. For this reason, the Early Childhood Commission is moving to ensure that institutions teaching our nation's little ones are up to standard. My guests now are the chairman, Tricia Williams-Singh, and the acting executive director, Carleen de Grasse Deslandis. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Of the Early Childhood Commission. We see you all over doing great things. Ladies, welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, you have been asking, we call it basic schools. I know some people are trying to change the name to early childhood institutions, but we call it the basic school then. All across the island, you have been asking us to become certified. Can you please explain what certified means and why we're not certified, just so we can understand where we're going?
Well, what certification means that you would have met all the legal requirements under the 12 standards. We have 12 standards, starting from staffing, going right down to finances. So it's staffing, the programs, interaction. Okay, you know, we have to ensure that there's interaction taking place between teacher, between home and child, between the school community and the home community. There is the physical environment, indoor and outdoor equipment. We have to make sure that our children are on child-sized furniture, not sitting on those, you know, straight big chairs that are not ergonomically or aesthetically pleasing to the child, and all the other standards, ensuring that the legal requirements under each are met. That is certification.
Okay. And how many are certified to date?
26.
26. Out of how many, Tricia?
Well, you know, we have over 2,800 institutions operating. We're at 26, and we have a commitment to the people of Jamaica that by August 2017, minimum 100 schools would meet all 12 standards. Because, you know, Empress, it's critical for us to recognize that we need to have these very high standards and do the best for the most vulnerable in our society. And we thank you for having us. We have been going around Jamaica, so our next certification fair is actually this Friday in Black River, and it's bringing all the players together. You hear us talk about our standards, and just to break now to say, this is for Neville and yourself, actually, because we want you to continue to speak of why it's important that they meet the standards. So on Friday, we're bringing all the players together. You're talking about the police, the health department, fire department, all that's important, and also parenting and CDA, because it's important that children, they do have rights.
Right.
And it's critical that everyone understands and appreciates. And again, the more schools that we have meeting these standards, it's better for our country. The social ills that we see today is the lack there of a proper investment in our children.
And we know that children learn nearly everything in those first vulnerable stages of their life, the first six years. Tell us about that.
Personalities are set by age 4.
Right.
So your parents knew who you were going to be from then.
Oh, my son is going to be like this my whole...
Well, depending on what you do.
A lot of work.
Depending on what you do.
Exactly.
All right, so, you know, it's funny because some of us don't understand what it takes to be certified. And it sounds like it's really a lot of work, one, because they're only 26 out of 2,800. It's, you know, how hard is it? Let's understand how hard it is for an institution to become certified, and what support systems are there for them.
It takes commitment. It takes commitment to nation building. It takes commitment to our children. That's the first thing. It takes leadership. So it requires the leadership in the institutions to ensure or want to ensure that our children have the right outcome.
And ECC is out there helping, right?
Out there breaking down the standards. The certification fair is where we break down the standards so that people understand.
Right.
So you know, when we say appropriate lighting, what it means that the children must be able to, from where they are, not a light that is up there and, you know, half the room is dark, must be from where they are, be able to see. So that is part of public health requirement, 540 lux.
It's also the programs, Empress, it's critical. You know, babies play, it's critical. We talk about having activity plans. It's not lesson plans for the children. Because when you think about it, the kids learn by playing. From early out, you have to speak to those children, read to them. It's very, very different, and it has to also be inclusive. And this is what our program will entail when we go around Jamaica, to re-educate, for want of a better word. So we are there actually helping everyone.
So one of the standards is also how to teach or how to
Standard
engage.
2.
The
Standard
programming.
2, the program plans.
All right,
yes.
and then I heard you mention the police and the firefighters. That's under which
That
standard?
is
No?
standard 1, staffing.
Staffing.
Our
okay.
staff must be fit and proper.
Okay.
So you're talking about doing background checks, fingerprinting, to ensure that those who we put in charge of our children are fit
Me
and
like
proper.
that very much,
Yes.
and that should be across the board.
Yes.
Yes.
We're getting there.
High
As a
schools,
nation,
yes.
we're getting there.
Good, good.
should.
I think every teacher should be checked. Anybody that's in charge of you, even myself. Come check me, fingerprint me.
Yes.
I'm willing. All right, so you've embarked on a series of regional certification fairs. You have one coming up on Friday. How many have you how many have you executed across the parishes already?
We've done two
Okay.
very successful certification fairs.
I was at the first one, I will say, and it was huge. I couldn't believe the amount of early childhood
So it
educators that
speaks
came
to the
out.
commitment, and that's what we're asking for, the continuation of that. Also leveraging your partnership and Portland. And we select parishes based on what we see from statistics, the performance. So look at Region 2, Portland, St. Mary, St. Thomas, not doing so well. So having taken the fair, we're seeing an increase in that recommitment, the resources coming. St. Margaret's Bay, actually, December, they actually have attained all 12 standard, and that's the infant department. And when you talk about infant department, you're saying free public early childhood education, because there's a difference between the public and the private. And now we're looking at St. Elizabeth, Region 5, between Manchester and St. Elizabeth. You know, you see the numbers are down, so you go in, you expect it to go up. And another parish, which I speak about openly, St. Catherine. You have a lot of early childhood institutions operated in St. Catherine.
Okay.
You know, we need to recommit.
Right.
Because it can't be that we have our children being exposed or operating in an environment that you're seeing 30, 35% in attainment. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, it is
So
unacceptable.
it is.
You know, I'm getting the rap signal, you know, and I can talk forever because I love these kind of interviews where we're informing for our children to build this nation. But the process of certification, I want you to just quickly speak to all of the early childhood educators on their way out to school and some watching on the One Spot Media app. Just tell them real quick what they need to do right now. If they can't make the fair, etc., what can they do right now as they get to school this morning?
Call us at the Early Childhood Commission. We'll break down the standards for you. We'll tell you what outstanding documents you have, because our institutions would have applied to us and submitted certain documents. Certain documents are required. For example, the police record, your adult medical, you know, and so they would have submitted those documents. What we want you to know is what is outstanding. We'll tell you what is outstanding. We'll inspect your institution, tell you what else you need to do in order to attain the legal requirements. Then you're on your way.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so call. Do you have the number handy?
922-9296-7.
And we're on social media, the website.
You are very
we
busy.
have,
Let me take
we
this while
have.
you're talking.
Yes, please. We have invested a lot recently in our back end. It's all there. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. The information is there. We're also going paperless.
Yes.
So giving the option. So please contact us.
Save
We
the
have to do
environment,
this.
save money. I like it. Paperless. The ECC's 12 standards, investing today for tomorrow. Just call them, you know, get your staff right, interact with the children, bring in the parents, get your indoor and outdoor equipment, furnishing and supplies right, get the health standards and nutrition right, be safe, tell your children that they have rights and child protection and equality, interact with the community, get the admin right, finger check, check your finances, keep your documents, oh God, keep the programs happening, and the ECC will be there. Call Trisha up on her phone, her cell phone, which is, no, she's like, Empress, I need a life, but she's very busy, and our acting ED, Executive Director Carlene DeGrasse-Desland, is doing the hard work. Thank you all so much. And once again, we know it's hard work, teachers and early childhood educators, so we thank you. Call the ECC and let's lift our children. Thank you both.
Thank you.
All right, good luck on Friday. Black River!